We don't
Yes,
we don't need all of our fancy light up character icons.
as I
We don't
say.
need the disco party of everyone talking over one another.
Okay, but everyone can hear each other and the map is visible. I did something. Alright, that's the best we're gonna get. My
That's the best we could ask for, really.
Best we could ask for without Jovic here.
Maybe next
I don't
time he
see the
can
map.
tell you how to do it.
On my computer.
Maybe next time we can ask him to, hey, send very detailed instructions, please.
I just need to be accepted into the
Oh,
room.
another thing we're not getting from Jovic.
What?
Dice Spot.
I don't use it anyway. I don't use Dice Spot.
Nana does!
Netta, you should be able to pop up a dice tray on Owlbear.
Or just do what I do and use the Google Dice bot. Just Google Roll20.
I just use my D&D Beyond sheet.
If I try to use the D&D Beyond, it lags like hell.
Oh,
apparently that shows up on my side as well.
I gotta remember all of Enigma's stuff.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot my hit points.
Also, if you can, maybe
don't
you should
worry, we all long rested.
Okay. We're all still level 8, right? No one leveled up while I was here.
No, we did not level up. But
okay,
we killed all the guards off screen.
Yay.
Well, technically, Netta leveled up from level 7.
Alright, because Netta didn't level up previously. She was still level 7.
Oops.
Okay, stop doing dice rolls. Stop doing random dice rolls, please, Netta.
Wait, oh, that's me? You can see it?
Yes.
Oh, I was just testing how it shows on my computer and whether or not it lags or not.
Yeah. Honestly,
I was testing whether or not it lags on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, a good polyhedral set that's only going to cost you like $9.
Yeah.
I remember actually having a dice set when I was younger, a green set of dice, but I don't remember what happened to it, and it disappeared somewhere in the house.
I still have my old opaque green set, but I mostly use my translucent green set now.
I would have stolen my brother's, however, he's also playing D&D elsewhere, so...
I have 7 different sets of dice.
Alright, so, welcome back, everyone, to our rudimentary stream.
Yay.
Courtesy of moi. As a bit of a recap, you guys have just, finally executed said plan to, sort of separate the party and get the ingredients necessary for the spell and head over to Ironfrost to essentially do your, quest to end slavery. You are now, we're gonna now transition over to Wigston, where Netta, Zier, and Leonon are all at, planning to essentially escape from this backwater town.
Escape? More like we're gonna walk out.
Or camp out or something?
Yeah.
They're holding us against our will, so we can just walk out.
They certainly were trying with Netta.
Oh, yes they were, but we knew they weren't much of a threat.
Yeah.
Just one spirit guardian, and then anyone who got close to us would be dead.
Yeah. And also, I showed my swagger. There's a...
Well, this would be the first time me and Ed had seen that special dagger specifically?
Probably. I rarely show it, although it's not like it's it's private, at least the side that you will see. It has the mark of the Assassin's Guild and then of the guild branch I belong to. It passes as ID in the Assassin Guild.
Okay,
So our group just sort of. Which direction do you want to go? Like left or right?
Hmm.
Yeah, this way.
You want to go like over here or camp out here?
Left
Let's go a
way.
little further away from the village, like over here maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
How long would this be distance-wise?
Probably more than 30 feet, yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely
much
not
more.
accurate.
Considering one of these houses are 5 feet on the map.
yeah, so
That is a 5 foot by 5 foot house.
It's a box.
it's bigger
So
than
unless
that.
you know any,
It's not
So
to
unless-
scale.
yes.
I mean, it'd be a
Actually,
good house for Netta.
wouldn't it be to scale? It's just not 1-to-1.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Anyways,
Yeah. We're getting away.
yeah, we're not dealing with that village anymore.
Nope.
Tried to kidnap our daughter.
As retribution, when they get here, shall we just steal a boat?
Oh my god.
I mean, we could consider it.
We could.
We would also have to, like... Does anyone know how to operate a boat, though?
Probably not.
I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure we could figure it out.
I mean, it's not rocket science.
Certainly not rocket science. It's not even in
Unless Trellis puts rockets on the boat.
aeroscience.
And this is how they're all never seen again.
Legend says they're still going in the opposite direction.
Oh my god.
They got lost.
The Wednesday group figured out how to drive a boat.
To be fair, the Wednesday group was made up of like 2/3 sailors. So.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yes, so we're gonna set up camp outside of the village.
Outside
And
the
while
village.
Netta's waiting, Netta would, like, practically fiddle with, like, the corn shell guitar and, like, the long stick she has.
All right. As you do that, I'm going to say that you guys just kind of set up camp. You just kind of make camp right by the shore over there, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys managed to set up a tent.
We eat ration. We eat rations.
Yep.
Because as I know how that you will be pedantic about that.
Since I know we're gonna be sleeping, I create food and water. Just kind of give us like 30 fucking pounds of sandwiches.
Oh my god.
It makes a lot of food.
And
Right.
Netta debates on, like, eating her apple or frying dragon meat. Because I still have that.
Oh my god!
Oh, I still have a bunch of scales.
Dragon meat even edible?
Well, I mean, we could try.
I mean, if it is, I presume it's just really like thick and gamey. It'll just be really fucking chewy.
Some parts of a dragon are edible.
But is the part that Meta took this meat from edible?
She said it was, like, muscle tissue that we ended up taking.
You can't eat too much muscle tissue.
Is it edible?
I will say that dragon muscle tissue, as you cook it, it's very tough and hard to break through.
So you'll wanna do it in a nice marinade, you know.
Yes. It's totally something we're feasibly capable of doing right now.
And it decides to save the dragon meat for later.
Yeah, wait till we have ingredients to make a marinade.
Yes.
Or
just the kitchen.
Or we could make a stew. You could make a stew of it.
Or for me to decide and figure out whether or not dragon meat is poisonous.
Okay.
What?
What?
It was an ice dragon, not a poison dragon.
Yeah,
Not
that's
every creature is able to be eaten.
I'm not talking about the dragon, like, venom itself. I'm talking about, like, if, like, it is able to or healthy to eat the
Like,
dragon.
if the meat itself will not hurt us.
Probably spoiled by now.
No, it's in a pot, like... I believe, like, it was, like, in one of those, like, pots that that helps, like... keep it fresh or something. Like, it was, like, a pot that it got from, like, the... like, the wolf tribe to, like, keep it from, like, completely spoiling.
Huh. Is it below 4 degrees Celsius?
I really gotta write down more of this so I don't forget that.
But yes, you could make a stew if it's very tough. Just a low heat, 4 or 5 hours, simmering.
How much meat would you actually use for, like, a meal like that, though?
People don't often eat dragon meat. It's more of a delicacy, especially since meat tends to spoil pretty quicker. And having such an abundance of dragon meat means that you have to find a way to preserve the dragon meat in such a way that it's not going to spoil. So it's often very hard to utilize every single part of the dragon. Which is why there is a bit of a, like a small baby dragon killing business.
Of course there is.
I mean, of course.
Oh, not babies.
And it's probably best that we do use, like, some of, like, the dragon muscle tissue just because, like, it's going to spoil soon or something.
Well, we could try making a stew.
We could try. That's the important thing.
Yes.
As I say, a nice low heat, 4 or 5 hours simmering. Throw in some vegetables. Splash
Maybe
of
it'll
wine.
make your great food taste better.
It will not. The create food is entirely flavorless. It's like eating fucking cardboard. It sustains you.
At least the dragon meat has taste.
At least the dragon meat, yes. It's essentially just rations, but rations in a different form. 30 pounds of rations in the shape of currently 30 fucking pounds of sandwiches, just all over the place.
Well, it could not be worse than ration cubes.
They go bad after 24 hours, so... Just everywhere we camp out in our wake, there are just stacks of rotting food.
Oh my days.
Right. So,
yes,
how much dragon meat do we actually want to cook, though?
Not
because I have like 10 kilograms right here.
Oh. I don't know, like 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Make a stew for a few days.
It would
use the water from Create Food and Water, and we could create a couple of Just vegetables.
How much meat does one use for like a average meal? Because I know that my mom would use like 2 kilograms for like ground meat when making like a fried rice dish. But then again,
Yeah,
that's
that's not
feeding. But that's feeding like 4 people.
for multiple days, I'm betting.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I would.
Like the 2 kilogram meat only lasts for like 1 meal for us.
Ooh, what?
Especially since my brother is like quite like the big eater.
Anyways, yeah, like 3 pounds of meat. That'd be about a kilogram. Just over a kilogram of meat. 1.5 kilograms, say.
How about we just go like all out and use entire kilogram?
Right, so you eat a
What?
kilogram, you guys are very satisfied. You kind of
We're not talking about the cooking process? Because who knows like if like anyone's a bad cook in this group.
Alright then, I will say roll a survival check.
Who?
Netta, for her cooking.
Netta's cooking.
Okay.
We're letting the child cook.
So 4 plus 14, which would equal an 18.
Would Netta even know how to make a stew?
She does.
Well, I mean, she's kind of been living out in the wild, so
Fair.
she knows basic, very, very basic recipes. She doesn't know anything complex, but she knows very basic recipes.
Zier would also know how to make all sorts of things from living on his own for a lot. He will help action Netta.
I was 2 people can't help action, so Leonon's just gonna be keeping the fire going with his hand. Just
Alright, so as you're keeping the fire going with your hands, Netta actually creates a pretty decent hearty meal. It's so good. You guys kind of like check over on what she's doing, and Zier, you kind of help her, and you can smell the
I had a dash of salt.
That's all you did. You just added the dash of salt, but you can smell the stew. Leonon, it seems very inviting as you're warming your hands out, and you begin to smell this as well. It just smells like a very rich aroma. You can smell like, you can smell like, curry in there. You can smell paprika.
How did Netta get her hands on cumin, coriander, paprika,
where did she get
chili?
How long is calorie spices for?
I just added salt because that's what I had. That's what I would have.
Then I was just pickpocketing people from
Oh my days.
from the towns, just collecting bottles of spices.
She's like, this tastes good. Maybe I can add it to food.
We've raised a kleptomaniac.
Oh my days.
And Netta was foraging earlier, so she could find spices along her forages.
You would not find a lot of these spices in this kind of climate.
While foraging,
This is
she
a jungle
found
climate. This is a jungle and Arctic climate. In the tundra, no. But more south, you could find some spices. So Netta could probably find like a shaker with curry inside or something like that. Because if you go just south of Edix, you will find a lot of the jungle.
While out
Takes a
foraging,
random plant and nibbles on it. He's like, this tastes good. Let's add it to the pot.
while foraging,
how did neither Leonon nor Zier see that happening?
He's so stealthy that you forgot.
Whilst they were on their journey, Netta just broke away, found an abandoned merchant caravan with all these spices, and just kind of showed them in her pocket.
Okay, geez. If you don't smell curry or paprika.
Little bit of salt.
You don't.
Maybe she would have found hot pepper too. So there's some
Maybe
hot
dragon
pepper
meat
there.
just smells like maybe white dragon meat just smells like all that stuff.
Oh my-
Well, I mean, it is considered a delicacy, so.
It has its own inherent flavors.
Built-in spices.
It smells very like kind of like you can smell the tomato. You can smell the
We have tomatoes?
I'm just gonna presume I used all of my. I think that third level. I used all my third level spells just to make all this food for
You're
the
making
stew.
a stew.
Yeah,
Maybe
Fine.
like it's like the smell of grilled meat.
carrot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
we'd
Just
summon
grilled meat and then
carrots,
put it in the stew.
celery, some root vegetables.
All right then. You smell water and dragon meat.
I used my.
What does dragon meat smell like, though?
But we already got this paprika.
I need to add this to my recipe book.
That's where the paprika smell is coming from. It's the dragon meat.
Anyways, we have a very good meal, probably better than the other guys are having.
Yes, probably.
At this point, we're going to transition back over to Flatstorm.
And we have absolutely no people there except Enigma.
Enigma's just waking up from the long ass nap she took.
Just to find, like,
Just
practically
to find
Trelos and Jaskier
Trelos summoning
fiddling
back-
with, like, a bathtub summoning object.
Trelo's just summoning
Oh,
back
actually,
from.
the whole I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the whole hecking town was on fire.
Oh my god.
Roll for fire.
Oh my days. That was not a suggestion.
She'll take everything we say as a suggestion.
That was most definitely not a suggestion.
She doesn't care. Anyways,
In my defense, I was left unsupervised. Wasn't Yaskier with you? In my defense, I was also left unsupervised. Wasn't Enigma with you both?
Alright.
Okay, we're changing the map.
Yeah.
changing map.
I swear, though.
Changing maps. Enigma.
Oops.
Okay,
You were kind of
good.
in
The
a.
village isn't on fire.
Oh no, is it up? Oh no, is it up?
So I
Is it on
believe
fire?
they just bought, like, a bunch of stuff, like was it, like, the Eye of Toad that they got?
They got the Eye of Toad. They got the. Did they get the seaweed too?
No. Or wait. I think they might have.
I think they did, but now we all have to do is find the moon rose.
Yeah, because
Wait,
they said that
could be.
perhaps,
Whichever-
like, the
Whichever one
wolves
gives you-
might know where the moon rose is.
The moon rose, which everyone seems to be a dick about whenever we ask.
Because
I
I
don't know
believe they
what's
were
going
being
on,
like
I'm going
they're
with it.
I think they kind of like didn't
Oh,
really.
you're fucking serious.
Well, a moon rose is more of a mythical, like, kind of plant. So most people wouldn't, if you go up and ask them, it's like asking them, do you know where I can find a unicorn?
Where I
Oh,
can
yeah,
find
right
the
down
Loch
the
Ness
street.
monster.
Right down the street.
Excuse me, do you know where I can find the Loch Ness monster?
Exactly. That's what it's like, essentially. By asking them where a moon rose is, it's like asking them, you know where I can find the Loch Ness monster? And they're like,
Scotland. I think it's Scottish loch.
but, yeah, so, Enigma, you were kind of in a bit of a daze. You kind of just, you weirdly enough just kind of, like, the last, like, hour or a couple of hours or so was a blur to you. You just finally focus, and you're like,
Forgot,
oh my
like,
god, my party members were about to get scammed into buying a bunch of perfumes and soaps.
Oh yeah, they went and carved like a soap bar to actually get into the place as like a proof of identification.
The scent of human.
I think it was Trillos who did that. He was just like,
Yeah, Trellis was the one with the soap.
they carves like soap
think
as
that-
identification.
I think Trellis and all his fucking soaps have got us out of more situations than any other party member.
What the
His
heck?
soaps got us a discount at the store. Soaps got us in the city.
Yeah, so
This
You-
party shenanigan, right?
you were just kind of helpless to the scene, as you just watched your comrades essentially fool the guards into thinking that a bar of soap with some of your personal information on it suited as identification.
It sounds even more ridiculous hearing it repeated.
She'd be thinking,
Now do
oh
you
my
see-
god, they're idiots, but wouldn't say anything and just watch.
Now do you
and then it worked.
realize why we had pains in our necks last time?
We haven't even gotten to the real bad yet.
Oh no. So what exactly are we doing? 'Cause I
So the
wasn't-
party members have
Stopping.
just entered Esther's exquisite trinkets, and they managed
Okay.
to purchase the sea kelp and the
I told.
Eye of Toad. Yes.
But-
and
Okay.
No moon rose.
No.
no
Oh yeah, if
moon
it's rare, they
rose.
wouldn't have it.
They managed to get most of the ingredients. You essentially managed to, like, you're kind of still in the store as they're paying for their items.
Mm.
Esther kind of
Don't forget to buy sustenance, because unlike you guys, we are eating.
Quite
Your
well,
stomach-
I might add.
your stomach does begin to growl. You kind of hear a voice just come up from behind you, mean like, "Do you like everything that you see?"
What? She'll turn around. I don't see who's talking.
You see a very tall albino elven man. I see the rest of your friends managed to get what they so desired for. Is there anything I can interest you in? You do look like a woman who might enjoy a weapon or two. Hang on, I think I might have a little something.
Just buying shit from the random guy who came behind you.
Yeah. It's funny. Because
Beware,
personally,
the
elves are
scammer.
my favorite race, so I'm just like, oh my god.
It's getting
You were
scared!
You were the chosen one. You were supposed to bring
You're
order.
the last
or
brain
to-
cell of the group!
Supposed to bring order to that group. Who
Yeah.
not join them.
No, Enigma's. I was saying me personally, not Enigma. That elves are my favorite race. Enigma doesn't
Ah.
care either way.
Yes, it's a albino elf. He kind of shows you to a nice, like, well-crafted dagger. The dagger does shimmer with some sort of yellow
I
arcane
forgot.
energy.
Like, didn't we have some dragon weapons waiting for us at like the wolf place that's in the current process of being made?
I
What a
don't.
coincidence.
He doesn't know
What a
that.
coincidence.
He doesn't.
And
I
I
don't think
don't.
Enigma got any weapons commissioned from them, by the way.
I'm a spellcaster.
I
I can't
did.
use too many
I got
weapons.
some
No,
daggers that are still in the
didn't.
process of being crafted.
Me
Made
and
from
Zero have, like,
dragon teeth.
Enigma
Zero and I
didn't
have, like,
commission
full fucking
anything.
outfits
No, because I
coming.
don't use too many weapons. I can only use simple weapons, and I'm also a magic user, so I don't generally need weapons. But a nice dagger would be nice for up close anyway.
Just
So
like
okay,
one
so
of
You want daggers? Zier can give you a dagger. He
This
has
one's
daggers.
magical though, so
Alright, if yours magical. You used to have one, but you got scammed out of it by Nessor.
I wouldn't say scammed. You guys just never asked for the dagger back.
No, I mean the first time, where it's like, oh, you don't want this? It's cursed. And Zier believes him because of rolls. This dagger is cursed!
so the dagger is like glowing with arcane energy.
Yes, more of a yellow-ish, yellow-white arcane energy. It kind of shimmers. The runes on it, kind of give a soft glow.
And what exactly makes the dagger so special other than clearly it's magical?
What makes it so special? It is quite a special specimen right here. This dagger actually has the ability to allow you to be guided by light. He
Can
kind
I
of
insight check?
he kind of throws the dagger up and kind of like catches it and hangs it over toward you, flipping the hilt toward your hand. Yeah, you can.
So he's just gripping the dagger like slave.
Yeah, he's that skilled.
He's not.
Uh,
It's not sharpened. He's holding it by the blade and handing it with the hilt.
Oh. What if kind of funny inside it, he just chopped off all his fingers like shit, I thought that would work this time.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, so go ahead, roll insight.
17.
He seems to be telling the truth. He seems to be quite the charismatic and skilled merchant, but he also seems to be an honest merchant.
And
He's just really good at convincing people to buy his stuff.
Especially with that dope ass dagger flip.
I mean, true. That was. How much would it cost exactly?
Let me look through my ledger.
I have 100 platinum, so.
Yeah,
From the dragon, yeah.
We all got that much.
I have 100 platinum and 1 silver, guys. I'm gonna have to do conversions because that's a lot of platinum.
100 platinum is 1,000 gold
Okay, thank you.
times 10.
Okay, Yeah, for this it'll run you, let's say, about 10 gold at the enchantment.
So that would be 1 platinum then.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll just hit him. I'll hit him a platinum then. It's 1. I don't. Even if he scams me, it's 1. Not that big a deal.
Right,
She'll
so
take it.
you buy it. As you buy it, he says, just so you know, we do also have a buy one get one free sale going on today. If you do buy
No! Don't buy any soaps! Soap review!
Bonk!
Damn it!
Can I reach through the screen and bonk the shopkeeper? Like,
Leonard's
not
just gonna-
Zier.
You're not here.
Me.
You're in Wigston. You're the outskirts
No,
of
I don't
Wigston.
mean Zier. I mean me.
You.
You do not exist in this realm. You have no say.
That's why I said reach through the screen and bonk the shopkeeper.
As this proceeds, Leonard's just gonna feel a sharp pain in his neck, thinking, "Oh God, what did those idiots do now?"
Netta's just enjoying her tasty meat.
Everyone is enjoying Netta's tasty meat. Netta did good cooking.
So, yes. Very.
But yeah, he just goes, right, so just so you know, it is buy one, get one free today, so if you are interested in any soaps or perfumes, we do
Damn it.
also have quite the deal going on with incense. If you do like that sort of thing, you know,
Do not get
protection.
the human incense. The human incense is attracting
That'll
like
get us vampires. We don't want vampires.
vampires are too
You know,
strong.
you know what would happen if the guy tried that on the air?
Dagger to the
Wow.
face.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the one he just bought.
The one he just yes. And then you burn down the shop with the incense.
Yeah, so, they also have a variety of protection uses for, protection against, you know, negativity, you know, dark energy, things like that. So, we do have a special deal going on with, protection items as well.
Didn't Bandy buy one of those?
Yes, he did. He did buy, a sort of, like, amulet that the shopkeep did say, earlier essentially helps, keep you grounded and stops you from losing control of yourself.
Yeah, he's a werewolf. Been a while. Forgot about that.
So he was buying that for his werewolf, you know, problems.
Tendencies that werewolves get. I have a werewolf character. I know all about that.
But,
She's
yeah.
interested in the one when he said something about the protection from dark energies kind of one.
Yes, he did.
She's going to question about those specifically.
How do you open up this inquiry?
You mentioned things that can protect from dark energies. What exactly are you referencing?
Ah, yes. That collection is specifically made for any, you know, dark thoughts as well as any dark energy, dark magic, all sorts of things. It is essentially made to repel and sort of, allow you to be more at peace with yourself. Our incense does have that effect. As well as we do have a couple of amulets. I know I did just sell one to your friend over there. Points over to Bandy. He seemed very interested in it. He picked the specialized one meant to help control and ground his mind.
What other ones do you have?
Amulets. You'll have to be more specific. What kind of amulets are you looking for? What kind of dark energy are you looking to repel?
Dark magic specifically.
Dark magic. Let me go look in the dark magic section over there and let me see what I have.
The dark magic section reminds me of Harry Potter in the restricted section. Gotta go
There's
over.
There's a dark magic section for using dark magic, and then next to it is for avoiding dark magic.
Right next to each other.
And what differentiates the dark magic section from everything else is just a giant black curtain.
Maybe they have
yeah,
a
no,
moon rose
actually,
there.
he does enter the second part of the store, which is behind a black curtain. Are you following him, or are you just on standby?
I'll follow a bit, but I'll stay a certain distance away.
You follow him, keeping your distance. As you enter through the black curtain, there's a veil of smoke. As you enter, you can smell a lot of, kind of, sage in this room, as well as the very, very faint scent of... Actually, roll me a perception check.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not too great at these.
The scent of death.
8.
8? It seems to be a weird kind of scent that you can't place your finger on. But there seems to be a hint of something. And, so you enter this room, and there is kind of, among the section with all the different, dark spell books and spell casting and, blood magic, there is indeed a section on protecting yourself from dark magic. There is, he kind of guides you toward the section. Here we have our incense. This one is made to specifically repel any dark magic from your enemies. This one's made to repel dark magic within yourself. This one is made to act as a barrier between you and any dark magic. We also do have the same things, but in our candle selection. Like I said, these the incense, the candles, and the soaps are all buy one, get one free today, so they are on sale. Anywho, over here we do actually have some books on how you can on different ways to repel dark magic. There is a book on dark magic in general and protecting yourself from it. Here is a book on sort of healing and protecting the dark magic within yourself, which I think is very, very deep. Very interesting read. We also do have a selection on these amulets and bracelets and things like that here. They do provide a sort of similar effect with the incense and things like that. The way they work is when you do feel yourself being attacked by some dark force, whether within yourself or from other external forces, you can use these amulets and bracelets to sort of repel and subdue it.
Interesting.
Of course, if you're also interested in taking up dark magic, we do have this other section here.
This guy's a salesman, remember?
Wouldn't he get flags by the authorities if he's selling or teaching dark magic items?
Not necessarily.
You guys all love Esther, and you know it.
Debatable. By the way, Leonon, check what I changed this channel status to.
What?
1 second, I just need to finish up something.
I was wrong.
Do you know what it was before?
50% less chaos.
Yep.
Oh god. Is it 100? Has it reached 100%?
It reached that a bit ago.
Jada's not dumb and just buys random stuff, though. She's asking for specific things, though, and that's smart. Unlike everybody else, they just are like, ooh, soap.
Ooh, bathtub.
This guy is a salesman.
And then there's us wondering, how to cook, dragon meat.
Yeah.
Oh, we finished that a long time ago. I'm pretty sure we finished the meat a long time ago.
Technically, we're going to finish that. This is still earlier in the day.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Hey!
Carlos is here! The chaos has returned!
So,
I would like to use somewhere in bathtub.
Esther kind of turns to you and is kind of like, of course, we also do have some teas that help reduce anxiety and things like that as well.
Okay, that would interest Zier.
There are different teas as well that do reduce anxiety and do help you feel more at peace with yourself.
So you mentioned that you have amulets that can repress dark magic, is what you said?
Not necessarily repress, but repel and subdue. It sort of allows kind of depending on what your situation is, if it's a sort of outward threat, it will sort of bounce back off of the person who's trying to cast on you, and it will sort of backfire and go onto them. If it's within yourself, it's a bit of a different story. Within yourself, it kind of allows for a sort of barrier to be performed around the sort of like dark magic and things like that, so you can better kind of control and kind of manipulate the dark magic without sort of getting corrupted and going off in the deep end, so to speak. Which does happen to a lot of people who study dark magic. It isn't for the faint of heart. I do have to warn you, if you are looking into dark magic, it can get very messy. But this essentially allows you to protect yourself from having that sort of corruption within you, and it allows you to sort of subdue and to kind of minimize the amount of power, so you can better control it, and you can better be at peace and relax.
I would like an amulet that does those things, then. That protects.
How did this guy not get flagged by the authorities?
Great, which color would you like it in? We have it in purple. We have it in blue.
God.
Yes.
We do have a polka dotted one if you're interested. I know some people like to get a little funky.
Oh, yes, you very much were.
So it's
You
blue,
very much.
blue, it's blue, purple, and polka dot. Okay.
Is polka dot really a color?
No, it's not. That's a pattern.
Most definitely not.
We also we have it in pretty much any color you would like it in.
Argyle. See, they have it in Argyle.
Is there one in a gold color?
Yes, there is. He kind of pulls out a very ornate looking amulet. It has a kind of gold metal embroidery around it, so like not embroidery but like kind of design, so there's kind of like sort of like gold like swirls and things like that sort of encapsulate the amulet, and in the center of it is a sort of golden bead, and this all is on a nice chain as well, like a very small chain. So it's less like a heavy chain, but like, you know, one of those regular chain necklaces. It's not on a like piece of fabric, so to speak, like the jewelry I'm currently wearing here, but yes. And he kind of gives it to you, and he puts it in the palm of your hand, closes it. He kind of mutters an incantation, and his eyes briefly glow a shimmer of gold. And the amulet at the exact same time begins to glow as well. And then it fades.
And what did you do exactly?
I attuned it to your person. It should work well for you now.
Alright.
You should have no problems with losing this. Of course, I can unattune it if you do change your mind. He moves it. He moves to remove the incantation.
No, you don't need to do that.
Right, so this amulet will be 20 gold.
Okay. She hands over 2 platinum.
He takes it. And of course, you are welcome to peruse through this section if you do find anything that does interest you. These are a variety of things that can have different uses. Well, the amulet does definitely help. If you constantly just need to feel at peace or things like that, to sort of cleanse yourself, so to speak, we do have the variety of incense and teas as well as crystals and things like that if you are interested.
I'm alright without them.
Can I interest you in a coupon to the sort of jewelry shop next door? There is a bit of a promotion going on. It's 10% off.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but isn't jewelry like heavily expensive?
This jewelry is a lot and much more affordable.
I can take it, doesn't mean I'll use it.
Fair enough. If you do ever change your mind, the coupon is there. You do have 10% off. They do piercings as well if you are interested.
Oh my god. I don't need those.
Well, suit yourself. Is there anything else I can interest you in today?
No, thank you.
Right, well, I do hope that this does have every use that you need. And yeah, no, we are giving out these free sort of like complimentary gift shop bags. So you are welcome to take one on your way out.
No, thank you.
I'll take it.
Gift shop.
Alright, well, do come back anytime if you do need any sort of arcane exquisite trinkets and oddities. Be sure to spread my name around. That is Esther's Exquisite Trinkets.
I'm just
I'm gonna tell them that they're unlikely to ever be back in the city again.
We've got our own Gilmore.
Yeah.
Just a lot less sexy.
And she'll just nod and then turn around and leave.
As you leave, Trellos, one of the staff does inform you of the gift shop bags.
Oh no.
Nice.
Oh no!
Nice.
No!
No!
What's in them?
No!
The gift shop bag has some free tattoos and like temporary tattoos inside. There's one that says like Esther's Exquisite Trinkets. There is one with like the logo on it. And there is one with like a potion bottle.
In the neck coming back.
And sparkles.
A potion bottle.
Yep. Leon feels it too.
Along with the temporary tattoos, there is also kind of a little small tiny square of paper that is kind of like a miniature arcane scroll.
Enigma and Bandy are supposed to be keeping an eye on those two.
Instead, she's joined them.
Well, no, she was doing shopping for a personal reason because those items are actually helpful for her. She's not just buying shit. She never does that.
There's also kind of like those miniature journals. You find a little like ribbon that has like some candy in a bag that's kind of tied up with a ribbon with a logo on top. Everything has the logo on top. And the font, the elaborate cursive font that is Esther's exquisite trinkets.
Also,
next time I kill a girl, I'm gonna leave one of those on his body. Alright, I'll pocket the sprinkles and leave. Just throw that in the trash bin somewhere.
You throw it up in the trash bin, and you see a homeless man go immediately into the trash can to pick up the items you just threw away.
Makes sense.
That's one way of recycling.
So, you guys should probably eat something.
I want to ask too, is there
let's see what I
anything
posted in the
special
QGT.
about the dagger and then the amulet I just bought that I need to like make note of since I'm attuned to them now and I have them?
Okay, so aside from the bathtub amulet that Trelos got and received earlier, the dagger does do 1d4 radiant damage in addition to the regular damage. And it also seems to have some sort of like if you want to roll Arcana for me.
Okay, 1 second. That wasn't a good roll, a 9. I rolled low.
You can't really tell the specifics of what the additional feature is, but you can tell that it feels almost like very calming and like it'll be a nice like addition to your side. As you hold it, it kind of like hums and it kind of relaxes you and makes you feel more relaxed about your situation, like everything will be okay, and that you are not going to have to deal with a lot of the ramifications now with your purchase.
Okay. And then the amulet does... I'm just trying to write this all down.
It does an additional 1d4 radiant damage.
Oh.
So
the dagger?
Yeah,
the dagger does that. So
yeah, the dagger does that. The amulet, I'll say on any wisdom saving throws regarding your affliction, you have advantage with the amulet on. Once per day.
Once per day. Advantage once per day. Okay. There we go.
So about the bathtub summoning amulet.
Oh no!
How many uses does that have a day?
The bathtub token, the use is like once per day.
Okay.
Oh,
and is it just like
the way the bathtub
in a
token
5-foot square around me?
The bathtub like trinket works. The way it works is once per day, before like once per long rest, essentially. You can summon one bathtub, which has a maximum of like I'll say 10 cubic feet.
Does it come with water?
It comes with water, yes. And you can choose whether it is a cold or warm bath. It can also has like each time you do summon this bathtub, you do have to roll a D100 for a chance for the bathtub to have bubbles and herbs and things like that in it.
Lovely. Does it? What's the range on it? Is it just like 5 feet? I guess.
The range is 5 feet. So it's more like.
So in other words, you can't dump that bathtub on top of someone's head.
It's more of a you summon it in front of you type of thing. It's not like you can summon it. So it's more 5 feet.
I see.
So you can't dump it on someone either.
No, you can.
Unless if you're on a balcony.
I'll find some way around it.
You can summon it. You can like summon the bathtub in front of your enemies very quickly to try and trip them.
And they take a bath.
I'm an artificer. I'll find a way around it. Anyways, I'd like to cast catapult on the bathtub.
Okay.
On the what?
No. That actually won't work, but never mind. Okay, so we found the Eye of Toad. Now, what are we missing again? The Moon Rose and the Sea Kelp.
No, or didn't you guys already buy the sea kelp last time?
Oh, did we? Gotta check that off too.
I believe you guys got both.
Who's holding the items?
Yes, Kiyo.
I believe you guys got both. I believe Esther gave you both the sea kelp and the Eye of Toad.
Well, pretty sure like the rest of the group probably should like go to a restaurant or eat or something. After that, find like some place to rest and then like prepare to like leave the next day, perhaps.
Yeah.
Unless if you have more hijinks to do.
Yeah, I'm fine with finding a inn for the night.
That hopefully serves food.
Optional.
Optional for you.
What?
You're a robot. Enigma has to eat.
It's fine.
You just open your mouth, shove the food in. You don't know what happens after that.
As long as we stay clear of the lightning district, I think anywhere will be fine.
Oh my god, the lightning district, right.
Oh yeah, you have to find it first.
Where do you think we should stay? Somewhere fancy or somewhere run down? Get that rustic feeling in.
That depends. Do you want to be shot with lightning or do you want to be rained on and like, do you rust?
I'll walk it off.
Or whatever goes on in the Thunder Square.
We don't talk.
Don't even want to know what whole district is.
What's the difference between the Fog District and the Misty District? Is one just a lot thicker than the other?
Oh, they're on opposite sides of a city.
It also looks like the Misty District is where the nobles are, because there's a manor over here.
See, I'm thinking the whole district is one of two things.
Right, so we are getting to that halfway point, so I will say it is time for our 10-minute break. We'll be back at 3:45.
Alright. 15:45.
So what did I miss? If anyone's still there.
I believe like
We made
Enigma
stew.
just bought like an item, and then we had a feast of dragon meat.
We made dragon stew.
Nice.
It was actually apparently pretty tasty according to our dice rolls.
Yeah.
Dice rolls. Hold on, let me find this. Dice spot was off. Never mind. Dude, I thought we left parts of the dragon back at the village.
Netta had like a Tupperware container of dragon meat.
Pretty much a
right.
pot of like 10 kilograms.
Okay. I
We
don't
used
remember
1
if I have the
kilogram.
that's a party stew. I don't remember if I still have the dragon head or not.
If it is, it's still in your bag of. Did you put it
Yeah.
back in after we showed it off to the mayor?
It's in my inventory, but I don't remember if I kept it or not.
Ain't nothing more intimidating than riding into battle holding a dragon head.
Alright, I'd like to cast Catapult on the dragon head. Wait, it's 50 pounds. How much does Catapult throw?
Animate dead on the dragon head.
That dragon head's going to be back to being dead real quick.
What the heck is going on?
No, Catapult only affects 5 pounds per level.
We're trying to figure out what
weighs 50.
we're trying to figure out what Trelos can do with the severed dragon head. Wait, do I? Arcane, Death Ward, Fish Out, River Eyes, Circle to Spell. Can I get access to?
Well, that's happening. I can make another lettuce meat. Posted.
Control water, Death Ward, definition, free movement, guardian creature. Damn. I don't think a dragon head counts as a corpse.
No.
I was gonna see if I could speak with dead to the dragon head. To see if I
It
could
doesn't
collect
have
any
vocal cords.
To see if I could
It
go
doesn't
collect
have
any
vocal
information,
cords.
but no! It's just a severed head!
Completely worth it.
Just tries, and it's just a head gasping. Okay, I'll ask you 3 questions. I'll ask you 5 questions to put you out of your misery. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Right, so...
Oh no.
Oh no.
Nah, it's not getting that dark yet.
Yeah?
Yet, she says.
The next session ends. This session ends. 2 armies arrive at your locations. Order
We
to
can
bring
take
you
Don't
them.
give her any ideas.
I'm kind
That
of
was
curious
not-
about this
That
catacombs
was also
entrance.
not a suggestion.
Keep in mind, Trelos, the
What,
parties are...
catacombs?
Keep in mind, Trelos, the parties are divided. And both of the healers are in one side.
Your
I
group
mean, we
has
got
no
Bandy. What could
healers.
possibly go wrong?
Famous last words.
Famous last words.
No, don't worry. I've got some stuff planned.
The White Dragon's sister comes after them to seek revenge.
I have stuff planned for each of you.
It's fine. We'll just bring them into the Lightning District.
That's
won't
not
follow
off
us there.
all.
And once he goes into the Lightning District, I would like to grapple the dragon.
You do realize that would probably kill you, right?
Well, I mean, if I'm grappled onto it, that means the lightning's hitting the dragon, too.
You're made of metal!
And I'm clutching onto the dragon. Hey, that also means I can keep metal on myself.
You know that's not gonna give you an additional 1d4 to fire, right? That's just gonna harm you.
But if I'm grappled onto the dragon, no. That's just dumb.
You're gonna be taking all the damage. It's like you can't heat metal a sword to make it do additional fire damage. You're just hurting the guy holding the sword.
Oh my god.
Why did we decide to split the party?
Why do you decide to split it this way?
Because
Exactly.
because that way the Velsakov won't know what we're planning.
Yeah.
Because they can follow me with this fucking thing.
Yes, if they don't know what we're doing, or if we don't know what we're doing, they won't know either.
Anyways, the reason why I was split like this is because future plot.
Yeah.
Plot convenience. Character development.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there will be character development.
Why
Why would you say it like that?
Well, right now there's going to be cross character development, at least in the competent group.
Oh, there will be character development.
Yes, that was what I was just saying.
She's saying it in a lot more sinister of a tone, though.
There is right now some cross character development. Not much, but
No, there is a bit of character development and referencing to different character things. Like I referenced a little bit to Enigma.
Netta can cook. That's character development if I've ever seen it.
All right, we're back.
The real question is, are we going to go back to the other group?
Yes, we are.
Ooh.
Yay.
So, as you guys, hunker down for the evening, you camp with little to no worries with tiny huts.
We don't even need to do shifts.
I mean, we probably should. We probably should, just in case something is waiting out there when we wake up.
No, tiny hut is invisible, so no one can actually see the tiny hut, but
you could totally crash into it.
Can't you see out of it?
Yeah,
I thought you could.
Yeah, we can see out, but outside, the dome itself is. Let me find the actual.
Well,
the dome is opaque. The dome itself is opaque from the outside of any color you choose, but it is transparent from the inside.
The thing is, the Vilsakas will at the very least know where I am constantly. Unless Tiny Hut acts as a sort of fucking magical signal blocker.
They've seemed to have left you alone for now.
Yeah. Also, we would know about them before we exit the tiny hut, and well, let me put you this way.
Pretty much creatures within the dome can move freely through it freely. However, all other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
Yeah. The main thing is that if we do encounter the Velsakith, we stand a better chance knowing that they're there, which we will when we wake up. But we probably don't stand that much of a chance anyways.
No.
We don't stand that much of a chance when the party is intact. Holy heck, are they overpowered.
They're not going... You're fine for now.
Anyways, is any of the party gonna ask?
Ask?
Ask about the dagger.
Netta just thinks it's a very fancy dagger. She doesn't really understand the implications of it.
Well, I'm just gonna be a lot more blunt, just being like, hey, not trying to be rude, but you put a lot of importance on that dagger specifically when you've got like a coat full of them.
Oh, this? I lift up the part of the rose concealing it.
Yeah,
this is a rather special dagger. You could say it's proof of my identity with the guild.
All of a sudden, you hear a horn blast from the corn shell that that Netta's practically blowing in.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off the holster, but there's still a sort of a sheath around it that extends up around the backside. There are 4 symbols on it. 2 on the front and 2 on the back that you will not see. The front 2... Well, the first one's the symbol of the guild itself, and the second is of the branch that I belong to. Town's rather far from here. On the back, well, it's a little more personal.
Of course. Wouldn't wish to pry.
Nah.
We all have things we wish to keep from others.
If a fellow guild member tried to forcibly see those symbols, it would not end well for them. Sure.
I can only imagine.
Right,
not just from me, but from pretty much the entire guild.
You guys...
At best, they would be permanently blacklisted and excommunicated. At worst, well...
Dead?
You pissed off an entire guild of highly trained assassins.
Yeah, probably not the best circumstance to find yourself in. Kind of like we are.
Right, so you guys get up. At this point, is there anything you guys would like to do?
We should probably be around the town entrance vicinity, just watching for when they come or something.
We'll probably see them show up.
Yeah.
We got another day as well.
I'm gonna try something.
No, it's been pretty quiet on that front.
Okay, so Netta sort of pokes Zier and kind of pushes the lock-picking book onto him. She's kind of pointing at a picture of one of the pages, kind of looking at Zier to ask for a demonstration.
Do we have a lock to demonstrate on?
On the tiny hut? No.
No, in general. Do any of us own locks? I don't think it's a good idea to test it in the town.
Yeah, probably not.
He's like, gasp! The villagers are going like, oh my gosh! Like,
Now they're robbing us blind! How dare they make a child do such things?
Probably. Hey, try and get a court order on us or something. How possible would it be for them to get a court order on us out here? Do they even have a court here?
I was about to say, how possible is it for them to have a court?
Well, as far as court orders, it would definitely take a lot more time than a couple of days for them to get a court order on you.
I'll say. They'd probably have to go down to the other village down south.
Yeah.
Talk to a judge.
Hopefully not get struck by lightning in the lightning district.
Also, it'd take them longer than a couple days. It'd take them a couple days to see a judge. There's gonna be a whole set of things like, summons.
So are you gonna teach Netta lockpicking or not?
As I say, do we have locks to try on?
No, you do not. Unless you personally have a lock in your inventory.
Nope. Then the answer is no. Unless Netta has a lock.
The book did not come with a lock to test on, no.
I just say, I'm sorry, I don't think we have anything to them.
I would find it hilarious if the book was like a diary and just had a lock on the cover.
I mean, I suppose I'd have a turning tool and the actual pick in my thieves tools. But yeah, we won't have locks. So I'm sorry. I don't think we have a way to demonstrate that here.
Yeah.
Netta looks disappointed.
I'm sorry.
While Sierra and Netta are doing their thing, Leonon just kind of broke himself away to try and to finally attempt to do something he's been wanting to. He's going to close his eyes, hold out the hand with the sword mark, and attempt to try and see if he can summon that sword from the dragon's cave.
Alright, roll Arcana.
Oh, okay, was not expecting this. Okay. Okay, what's my Arcana? Alright, that is good. Alright, let me just pull up my shit. Okay, Arcana is like, come on. That is... That's an 11.
11?
That's an 11.
You hold out your arm, and you essentially close your eyes. All that happens, you look very constipated.
Can I try it again?
In other words, he needs to use the washroom or something?
Can I try again by calling out to my own great matron of swords?
Yeah, constipation is a bowel dysfunction. In other words, you have pretty much you have a hard time defecating.
Yeah, I know.
We know.
Oh.
You don't have to explain.
So you're saying that Leonon really needs to use the washroom?
It looks
I look like I do
it
it while I'm trying to summon a sword.
Then he sort of looks at Leonon and kind of tries to shove him out of the tiny hut because she thinks you're going to go use the washroom in the hut.
We'd be out of the tiny hut by now. It's morning.
Yeah. So his concentration will probably just be broken by Netta trying to push him away.
Just like trying to push him behind a tree or something.
Yeah, so Netta, you just kind of shoo him behind a tree. Zier, you find a quieter spot to be able to do what you are trying to do.
You're not able to do that at all.
We don't have locks to try lock picking with.
Oh, sorry, not Zier, Leonon.
Okay, he's gonna realize maybe he shouldn't do this in front of everyone who's there. He's gonna go behind the tree. How big is the tree?
I'll say the tree is 20 feet.
Okay, he's gonna go behind the tree and try to do it again, hoping to get a little out of it by giving a little prayer to his matron.
Roll both Arcana and Religion.
Arcana and Religion. Okay, one of those I'm better in. Nope, never mind. I am the same for both. Okay, first up, Arcana is. Crap, that fell on the floor. Where did it? Will this work as a dice tray, I wonder? It will! That is a 5 for Religion. Oh wait, plus 4, 9 for Religion. And okay, yeah, this is I am very clumsy, so I'm just gonna. And Arcana is. That's a nat 1!
Right.
What are my rolls today?
Nat 1 for what? Arcana or Religion?
Arcana. 1 for Arcana. 9 for Religion. I have barely rolled.
Right, so as you attempt to once more, with the guidance of your deity, try to summon the sword, you instead accidentally use Holy Weapon.
Do I know Holy Weapon?
Do you?
I don't think I do. Hold on. Spell list. What level is that? What level spell is that? Beacon. No, I don't know Holy Weapon.
Okay, you accidentally, actually, now that I think about it, what are your spells?
Hold on, give me a second. I will send you every single fucking spell. Oh god, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I'm still in the process of transferring like everyone's character sheets and all of that. So because of my new computer,
it's been a while since I've updated my character sheet for you. So I think that should be all of them. This can only end well. Oh dear God. Okay, there you go. It should be. Give it a second. There you go. Those are all my spells.
Okay. Instead, you accidentally.
Oh no.
Cast magic weapon. Spiritual weapon is what I meant. I said you accidentally cast spiritual weapon, and you accidentally create a spiritual weapon of a sword. It's not the sword, but it's like a spiritual weapon, and you accidentally roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh my god, is my own weapon gonna attack me?
Well, I mean, you did roll a critical low.
That's an 8!
8?
8! Ah.
Yeah, no, so roll damage for spiritual weapon on yourself.
Did Netta notice this?
What did I cast? Please tell me I casted it second level.
I'll be merciful, you cast it at second level.
Okay, that is gonna be 1d8 plus 6.
Okay.
Oh god. That's 12!
Yeah, so you take 12 damage as you accidentally, sort of stab your foot.
Yeah! And I'm just gonna fall out from behind the tree in pain.
Netta immediately turns around in concern.
Zier, Netta, you hear Leonon kind of from behind the tree go, fuck!
What happened?
That's language.
It's hard to explain. Whilst he has an ethereal sword sticking out of his foot.
Netta is looking extremely confused and concerned. Confused in where the sword came from when you were using the washroom behind the tree.
I am also concerned. Not quite so confused.
Can I spell my spiritual weapon?
Alright, so as you do that, you feel a faint presence from Zohanna being like, kind of like, you can feel the presence of an eye roll from Zohanna, and that's about it.
Oh my days.
I was trying to summon magic sword out of the. I was trying to summon the magic sword from the cave.
Roll religion.
Please, dice. Please be.
Can I help action? I don't know how I can help action, but can I help action?
Just tap on the back, being like, you can
help
buddy.
him pray. Get down on your knees next to him and be like, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned."
Unfortunately, Zier is atheist, but
that is okay.
He'll help action with some words of encouragement.
Okay, first roll is a 6. Second is a 19. Finally,
help action worked.
You feel the presence of Zohanna once again echo in your mind. What do you think you are doing?
Do I have to say it out loud, or can I telepathically just say it? I'll just say it out loud. Probably the two of them thinking I'm going crazy.
Zier won't think you're going crazy.
Trying to summon the sword that I got for you from the cave. That's no need for that.
Oh, darling, those swords aren't meant for you to use. They are a gift for me.
Oh.
Though, perhaps, maybe someday, I will grant you access to something of the like, provided you collect enough swords.
Wait, there's more swords?
Of course, my lady.
I am still quite mad at you, you know. For
yes. I don't blame you.
Earlier.
Yeah.
But I suppose there is one thing you could do to me to rectify this insubordination.
I'm gonna have to kill someone, aren't I? Let's just cut to the chase. I've already gone through this once with Udair. Who or what do you wish for me to slay, my lady?
Slay? There will be no slaying of any kind. Though I suppose where I want you to travel to could be quite dangerous.
Oh, thank God.
I wouldn't be relieved just yet.
Hey, look, I'm just. It could be worse than slaying a dragon.
I want you to sort of take a trip down to the Shadowfell, if you will.
You wish for me to what? I just want to be sure I heard you right.
Can Zier hear the other side of the conversation, or is it just Leonon speaking?
You just hear Leonon speaking to himself. Very hectic, very erratic.
Based on what he's saying, I'm assuming he's talking to some sort of deity.
Can Netta do an insight check?
Yes.
Okay, what was my insight thing again? Okay, where are you? Okay. Oh, right. The dice spot is off. Okay, so 16 plus 18.
18? You can tell that Leon definitely seems to be talking to some sort of otherworldly force. It seems that his patron doesn't necessarily operate in such public, widely
she doesn't make herself a fucking cat
as Udor does.
She doesn't summon herself in a blaze of glory.
She does not seem to present herself in like a blaze of glory and in front of everyone like Udor does.
So yes,
She thinks to herself, and then she peeks at Leonon's still bloody foot.
Leonon at this point has forgotten about the bloody foot. He's still kind of like limping a little, kind of a bit uncomfortable, in his stance.
So I just want to be sure I heard you right. Could you repeat that for me, please?
I would like you to go take a trip down the Shadowfell for me.
And do what exactly? It's not exactly going down to the village to pick up a wheel of cheese.
I need you to deliver a message for me.
To whom? I'm not gonna get an answer to that, am I?
I need you to deliver a message to a man that goes by the name... He goes by the name, Selenon.
Selenon. May I do a history check on the name Selenon?
Yes.
Dice? Please! Don't fuck me! That is... Crap, what is that? That is a... Oh! That's a 17!
17?
17.
From what you remember, Selenon is a very mysterious figure. He seems to more so do a lot of dark magic dealings within the Shadowfell.
Alright, and what message would you like me to deliver to Selenon?
As you say that, as if on cue, a kind of burst of black arcane energy appears in front of you, and a sort of envelope appears in your hand that is sealed.
Asked and answered. He's just gonna put the envelope in his bag.
And, yeah, no, Zier, Netta, you just hear him getting very nervous, very erratic.
Nida sort of pokes Leonon's very bloody foot. In an effort to actually bring pain to Leonon to remind him that he's still bleeding. So a very harsh poke.
Is that all you wish from me, my lady?
Yes, it is. You will need to find a ley line or an arcane portal of some sort to access the Shadowfell.
Yeah. So.
I will suggest that such a place you might be able to find such a thing. You will find. If I will just if you just give me a moment.
Oh, of course. Oh God.
You need to travel to the continent of Neostrora.
Neostrora.
They have a portal there that you will find to get to the Shadowfell.
Can I see the world map for a second?
Yes, you can. Right, you probably want the one with all the continent names.
Okay,
yes.
We're over here. So... Yeah,
which continent? Not the...
Okay, there we go.
Here.
Waiting for it to load.
Yeah, just give me a second. I have to import it.
There we go.
Okay, so we're over here.
Yes,
Down
you are
here.
over here currently.
And we have to get
Neostrora is
over here?
Yes.
Well, that's a journey. That's
so
a bit of
we
a
could
journey.
just go over here, up.
Yeah, that'll
to,
definitely take about a month by boat.
I'm sure we can walk there.
What if we go over here? Just straight up. Then go straight over here. Is this world round?
Yes, but that's
Yes.
not how... That is not how that works.
That would take forever. And there
You
would be
wrap-
other land stuff.
Yeah, you would run into
feel like this is-
You would
yeah.
run into Ascorn first.
I feel like this is not the entire world map.
I meant up.
Yes, you would run into Ascorn first. Because the world map does not loop vertically. It would wrap horizontally, such that the far eastern side of the map will be connected to the far western side of the map. Which means that if you went straight up from Ezekiel,
I'm
around
not saying going over here.
you
I
would
mean
go
going up.
and you would start coming, you would cross the pole, or near the pole, and you would start coming down near Ascor.
Yeah, essentially, because if you were to try to go up, you're still just going to come back down here again, because
the map is unfolded east to west, not north to south.
Ezekiel is on one side of world, Ascorn is on the other, so if you were to go up, you would just kind of go back down here, and you would be sailing
you'd be making
down
kind
here.
of like a loop.
Okay.
Yeah, so
It'll
you
be
just
better
it's basically
to-
a circle. Just think a big circle like this.
Think of like the pole is right here, and the
Yeah.
circle, if you were sailing up here, would essentially go this way.
Okay.
Because you have to,
We'd
Yeah.
have, so
you
we'd
have
have
to
to
go
go down.
across the pole.
No, it'd be definitely quicker if you were to sail here, but it would take you about, I'll say, 2 months, from that distance.
Can't get another teleport?
There's no more, there's silence from, the end of Zohena. You don't hear anything.
Not a very good choice to say that when the group is separated right now.
Oh, thank God.
Besides, we still need to get that moon rose.
Yes, we do. Although, with perhaps the
And-
moon rose, moon roses are apparently for dark magic. Are they?
And-
Would they perhaps be found in this
It could be.
shadow fell?
Well, I think it's still best you at least ask like the walls first, since I know about like the moon better than we do.
Yeah, the problem is we're not nowhere near the wolves right now.
Yeah, we need to
have
get the
to go
group
back.
together first.
Yeah, and then we have to head back, change a plan, sort of thing.
Yeah. But as the voice says, Leonard is just going to feel... There's no still poking his bleeding foot. He's just gonna... He's
I'm
gonna...
just
Very
gonna...
painful.
Sierra's just...
You as Zohena disappears, the kind of shock of that kind of wears off, and you're like, oh wow, that really hurts. Oh fuck.
I'm just gonna... as you're saying that, I'm gonna say, sorry, hey, my friend, this is gonna hurt a little more. I grab the sword and I yank it out.
It's a spiritual weapon. It's gone.
It just disappears.
Ah,
I got
not
it.
still embedded in his foot.
I got it. He's just gonna lay his hand up. He's just gonna bend over, put his head on his foot, cast Cure Wounds. Come on, 1d. Healing 11 points.
I'm guessing
As you do so, the hole in your foot is sealed. However, you now no longer feel anything in the soles of your left foot.
Pain.
Shit.
I'm just gonna say, I'm guessing you were talking to someone important there.
Indeed, I was.
Can I cast mending on his shoe?
Yes, you can. You kind of wave your hands. The sort of necklace that the werewolves gave you before glows a kind of bright blue as you cast mending, and the shoe just kind of fixes itself.
In a manner of speaking, yes, I was. I might as well say this now. My powers, ironically enough, come from the goddess Zohena, matron of blades and death.
Wait, where are your priests then?
I just sort of chuckle at the irony.
I do see the irony. Yes, the irony is not lost on me. Not it. The irony has never been lost on me. Would you believe me if I told you for about 4 years I called her by the name of a fictional elven deity? Yeah. But I sort of. That's a bit of bad will back in the dragon cave when I thought she was Uder.
Oof.
Yeah, yes, and she's not exactly a woman you'd like to have on her bad side. On the bright side, she told me how I can get back into her good graces, and it doesn't involve slaying a dragon.
Again?
That's
good news. That's the good news. Sorry, that's good news. It doesn't involve. But there's also a tiny bit of bad news. He's just gonna pull out.
I raised my eyebrow.
He's gonna pull out the envelope from his bag and say, "She wishes for me to deliver this to someone." And
Netta looks at the piece of paper, wondering what it is.
And that someone's kind of, sort of. They live in the Shadowfell.
Netta looks even more confused.
And let's just say I think this is about 1,000 times worse than having to fight a dragon.
I just put my hand on Leonon's shoulder and say, whatever you need to do, we'll do it together. Everyone.
I mean, I wouldn't want to drag you. The Shadowfell is unbelievably dangerous. Like,
exactly why you aren't going alone.
We are talking about traversing the planes of reality itself. And I don't know how else it's gonna go for us, considering how many times we've almost died on this plane of reality.
Netta has decided to give up thinking.
I'm just gonna look him straight in the eyes and say, you are not going alone.
There's really gonna be no way talking at the very least you out of this, is there? Well, I'm sure this couldn't. I mean, I'm sure slavery can wait a few months.
Did your patron say how we were supposed to get there?
She mentioned there being some sort of entrance. She mentioned there's an entrance to the Shadowfell in the continent of Nestrora. Oh wait, no, not Nestrora. In the continent of Nestrora.
Neostrora.
Neostrora.
Thought I heard you say that name.
And when you're given an objective by a god, it's probably best not to make them wait. Especially one who is literally the mother of death.
Netta wonders what's in the letter.
And Netta is never gonna know.
No. Because I'm pretty sure if this gets opened before I give it to the guy, I'm probably just gonna have a fucking heart attack. He's gonna grab my heart and I'm gonna have to roll a new character.
Yeah. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we should go south to meet up with the rest of our group. There's a change. Yes, our plans have changed.
Slavery is still going to be back to need to be slaughtered once we get back.
Right. So as you guys plan to head back to where the other party is, we're gonna go ahead and transition back over to Flatstorm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
At which point, Enigma, as soon as you put the amulet on, you almost hear like a raspy voice at the back of your head.
Oh no. That's always a good sign.
Do you really think that amulet will get rid of me?
Can she speak?
Us?
To it inside her head.
Yeah, she can.
I don't think that I can get rid of you, but I can sure as hell stop you.
Good luck. It's only a matter of time before the rest of your friends figure out the lies that you have brought with you.
I just think it's funny that you're calling them friends in the first place.
Oh.
And then the voice
I don't have
silences.
those.
The voice just goes quiet. You hear nothing else.
She's like, wow, this voice thinks that they're my friends? It's stupid. Enigma doesn't have those.
We're just screwdrivers, aren't we? Just screwdrivers, aren't we?
You just happen to be.
We happen to provide food and protection and
exactly
and money.
It's better than doing this. It's like it's safer to do this with other people who are basically just meat shields.
We're screwdrivers. I'm
a meat shield. I feel offended.
You're just a shield.
Metal shield.
You're just a shield.
Hey, you're a regular shield.
You're just a regular shield. You're a shield in the shape of a man.
Trelos, I want you to roll a perception check for me.
Oh, thank
God.
Boy, I get struck by lightning again.
Those.
And then he dies.
8.
And he dies.
I'm smited by God himself.
Trelo's whole new character. You get struck by lightning and your part's vaporized.
I rolled an 8.
8?
Yep.
Yeah, no. Everything seems fine as you just kind of make your way back to the rest of the party, to Yaskier and Enigma. Enigma seems a little on edge, but seems to essentially, after a few moments, seems normal.
Yeah, I'm sure it's perfectly fine. She must be just wary of the Lightning District.
In which, like, the Bandy and, like, Enigma really should have something to eat or something.
Yeah.
So, since technically our part of the party is already rested, your part of the party hasn't.
Technically, our part of the party is a day ahead of them. This is still happening in real time.
This is back in time.
This has been a fucking day.
Yeah, no, Bandy, essentially goes, I don't mean to be rude, but it is getting kind of dark, and I think we should probably hunker down or find a place to stay for now.
I think that is a perfectly good idea. Do you have a place in mind?
He's not from here. Why would he have an idea?
Listen, I have -1 wisdom.
Wow.
Could be
I have
worse.
like no brain cells.
Could be worse.
So ask like a traveler or like a passerby if there's any nearby inns.
All right. As you kind of ask around, one of the passerbys just point you to the to an inn tavern that's called the Thief in the Flask.
Which district is it in?
This is in the Thief in the Flask is in the Cloud District, right over here.
Well, Trollo's we're gonna have to
We
pass
can always go
through.
through the Thunder Square, and then we can go to the Cloud District from there.
You do realize thunder also means lightning, right?
Not
Because
necessarily.
thunder
No, but
itself,
lightning
it's a thunder
just over
damage
there.
square. It's a thunder damage square. This time he just gets beaten by sound.
Thunder's a sound. Lightning is what you actually see. They're not the same
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, but thunder
And
comes
lightning is
after
the
lightning.
And lightning is the actual
I mean, the
Static
lightning and
electric
thunder
discharge.
square are next to each other.
well,
Maybe
it's,
the
it's
lightning
an
is from the
actual static
lightning.
electric discharge, not
Listen,
just a
I'd
visual.
rather take pain over having to pay money to people. So let's cut through the Thunder Square.
Well, that's only one. Well, that's only one possible interpretation of the whole district.
Well,
You know what,
you get struck by lightning for 4
You want to know what my other hypothesis is?
I'm sorry, I'm done.
Are you too busy laughing? You want to know what my other hypothesis for that district is?
It's
Yeah, go
misspelled.
ahead.
It's
Toll the
misspelled
Dead.
troll.
Told the chat.
Oh.
God,
Which would be worse. I mean, technically they haven't taken any damage, so it won't be as bad.
Well, the first one won't be.
But the constant ringing of death bells.
Oh my
Either
God.
that or the map makers of the city misspelled troll.
I did
And
not
it's just
This
part
misspell
of the city.
troll.
I did
And
not
it's just
think
part
of
of
that.
the city entirely populated by
No, not
trolls.
you. The people who made the map in universe.
I
Yes,
did not
the actual
misspell troll.
name. No, we're talking about in universe the actual namers of the city. Okay, right in the okay, Bartholomew. What do we call it? The Troll District, because that's where all the trolls will go. You
Oh
misspelled
my God.
troll, Jeremy. Troll District
I
is
fixed it.
Oh.
either that or the Troll District is just filled with a bunch of assholes who love pranking people.
You guys are
stupidly.
making me wheeze with names
Let's
I came up
cut through
with
the-
like that.
We can cut through the Thunder District. I'm sure they have. It looks like a square. They must have some merchant shops around there. Maybe we can find some food stuff to eat.
Let's cut through then.
Alright, as you guys make it through the Thunder District, you do pass by old misshapen man that kind of flags you down and is like, would you like to buy my wares?
No.
I've got all kinds of goods for you.
Oh God! Oh God! Are they actual wares, or is this a deal of prostitute?
Or is he selling like drugs?
Or is he literally?
Is he high?
Or is he chopping up part of his limbs to give to people? That's why he's so deformed. He's like, he gave someone his nose. He gave that person half his cheek. He gave half an eyeball to little Timmy down the way.
You guys make it impossible to keep a straight face.
That's our job.
And I
Make your job
insight
harder.
check this guy.
He's using an insight check.
Give
You
it
don't
insight.
need to insight him.
Maybe he's gonna turn you all into little dolls, and he's going to sell you.
So is that a yes?
You can roll insight.
Okay, I'm going to use Flash of Genius to add +5 for this row too.
What should still be a
A natural 1, but
Damn
that adds up to a 10. That adds up to a 10.
And that one is a general
And that
fail.
one's an that one.
Not on skills. That's actually not how it works for skill checks. Nat 1s and Nat 20 rules don't apply to skill checks unless you like make that a rule yourself. But that's not an actual rule in the game. I found that out.
Yeah, and how many places don't do that?
I
It
tend
depends.
to roll
then
it
that was
like
like a.
I tend to
If
roll
so,
it.
that sword roll would have been a 6.
In my games, the total matters if both player in contested checks if both succeed, both critically.
The
fail
way
and
I
succeed.
roll it is that nat 1s and nat 20s apply to every check or every roll.
It makes things more funny.
Yes,
It does.
Oh boy.
So,
For
Trello,
example,
What's the feeling?
as you look at this old
Oh
man,
no.
you're in your head, you're like, this seems like the most trustworthy guy you'll ever meet.
He's half the
First
top of
friend,
his
what wares
skull
could he
is-
be selling?
Half the top of his skull is just cut off. He gave it a little shoe across the way.
Ooh, you would like to buy? Yes. Yes. He kind of
Oh
like,
yeah, I like to buy. Yeah.
he kind of pulls
Hayden Neck
down
is
like
coming back retroactively.
he kind of pulls out several amounts of wares. He's like, I've got plenty of potions for sale if you would like to try.
Going
Yes,
back in time,
they are.
Leonon and Z are just getting stabbed in the back by great swords.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's totally selling drugs. Don't trust him.
Or poisons.
Yes,
Or poison
I
drugs.
don't think they're. Oh, I don't think they're Well, see, all the good poisons are gonna be more expensive.
No. These don't
Who
cost
said they're
as
who
much.
said they're good?
I make
Who
them
said they're
with
good poisons?
I make them
Who
with
said they're good poison?
special
Homemade
ingredients.
Yeah.
Peel off
What
one
do
of
these
the
potions
toenails.
do? Oh, yeah,
I'm curious now.
They cut the weed with fentanyl. Like, why would you do that? Fentanyl's more expensive.
Nah, this guy cuts it with drain cleaner.
Fair enough.
So diluted drugs.
Anyways, as you ask about his wares, he's like, I've got quite a wide selection of potions, and I've put some special ingredients in them.
Oh my
What
god,
kind
there's
of
drain
special?
cleaner.
Oh my days. He's a bloody dealer.
Of course, they have a variety of packs, like
Can somebody there hair whack Trellos upside the head?
Enigma, please.
Or Bandy?
Or the unconscious body of Jeskir.
Oh, he's conscious.
Why would
Catatonic.
Jaskier help him? He's just as crazy as him.
Or the ghost of Nezor just come to slap some sense into one of the people who replaced him.
you don't know if Nazor's dead.
So what kind of special effects are they?
It's been like a month. We all assume he's dead.
Yeah, no, he's like, I've got plenty of wares from store these potions. They've got special ingredients in them, as well as I've got quite a variety of special trinkets.
They're all made with meth.
May I take a look at one of these special trinkets of yours?
Enigma, stop him!
Enigma, do something!
But
You guys all doubt this man. He's going to give me like a freaking scroll of meteor swarm or something. I don't know.
Oh wait, even if it was meth, Trails is a robot. He wouldn't care.
Our backs are now on fire.
Actually,
Yep.
can robots get high?
Oh, probably not.
Data
I
could.
have resistance.
Data got drunk.
Yeah, well, Trelos is not Data. Kelos is full of fucking metal.
I'll say that because of the arcane magic and combination of arcane magic and technology that came into building you, you can be affected by substances.
Let's go.
I did specifically rule in my campaign that the person who was like a construct could not get any effects from drinking alcohol.
Where's the fun in that?
Well, that included all effects. So there was this Insom Ale where you drink it, and it's basically the same as taking a long rest.
Oh.
Didn't apply.
Damn.
But
Didn't affect them. Alas.
Yes, he then pulls out a strange, sort of red crystal. This one, it will.
Will it turn all metals into gold?
Enigma, where are you?
Enigma, do anything!
Please.
Why? She's watching other people be idiots. She's not going to stop people from being stupid. Because she doesn't care. Because it's not her doing it.
Alright. We aren't her friends. We're her screwdrivers.
Nope. Yep.
Every week I'm just gonna come up with a new tool name that we are.
This is a side thing. If this was like important to what we were doing, then she'd be like, "You're seriously wasting your time with this." But we're not. Like, we don't know where the thing is we're looking for yet, and we're just looking for a place to sleep, really. So it's not that important. She's just gonna watch this. Like, what the hell?
Don't you want to eat?
Bandy complained about wanting to eat.
Yes, have Bandy complain. Also, Zier and Leonon are being tortured right now.
Yes.
This amulet here will when you
Bandy,
use it,
please.
it will give you a sort of buff.
That buff is called meth.
Bandy, please.
Those aren't very convincing words, but tell me, friend, have you ever heard of a moon rose before?
Moon rose? Why, yes, I have. Are you in the market for one? I have a bit. That's very expensive, though. But I do have some moon rose dust. It's, the good
Hey, Enigma,
stuff.
can you do an insight check on whether he's lying or not?
Need an actual moon rose.
I mean, it didn't specify what we. Wait, can I do a history check to recall what exactly we need to do? What exactly we needed to do to the moon rose? Because maybe we needed to grind the moon rose into dust.
The moon rose, it just requires it to be a moon rose. It doesn't need to be in any particular way, shape, or form.
Yeah, so...
If it was a moon rose petal, then you would have needed specifically a petal. And he kind of looks at you, he's like, it's the good stuff, It'll dip your brain into
bloody
batter,
narcotic.
fry it, and refry it again.
Oh dear God, it is meth!
Well, that's not exactly what it meth. But we do need some form of moon rose. May perhaps see this product.
Enigma, can you check if he's telling the truth?
Enigma, please insight check, because this is actually important to what you're doing.
An 11.
Damn it!
My wisdom isn't very good. I'm proficient in insight, but my wisdom isn't good, so...
He seems to be telling...
above a 10.
He seems to be telling the truth. As he opens up his trench coat, you can see his gangly, wrinkly legs. And he pulls out a bag with blue powder.
It's a bloody narcotic.
Can I cast Identify on it?
Oh yeah.
Alright, as you cast Identify, it is indeed ground up blue moon rose with a little extra in it.
A little extra!
It is moon rose?
I'm gonna become a fucking meth addict, aren't I?
So, what exactly did we need to do with the moon rose? Well, what was the ritual again?
Enigma
It's been a
has-
while.
Bandy has the book.
It actually is Moonrose?
Yeah.
Amber,
is
please
Moonrose.
have Bandy come to our rescue.
How did he get his hands on that?
Oh wait, did I get it to
Shrug,
Enigma?
Your only hope.
I don't mean to interrupt, but it's just I don't think this guy is the most trustworthy of people to be purchasing from. So perhaps if we could go find our room for the evening.
When's that
Thank
stop Trello
you.
for?
Thank you.
Well, if you're feeling that exhausted, then I'm sure we can. We can always come back later.
Oh, yes, you will. This is the good shit.
Is selling bloody narcotics.
But we'll see about our future schedule. For now, goodbye, friend. We're off to find somewhere where we can get some good food.
But is it actually Moonrose?
Yeah,
With a
it was
little
moon rose.
extra.
You haven't gone a close enough
How
look
did he
at
get his
it.
hands on that if it's supposed to be super rare?
It is a black market dealer. He has his ways.
The really good stuff goes for a lot of money, probably more money than the actual moon rose.
People's practically snorting up like the moon wrappers instead of actually using it for
Snorting.
more effective items.
Snorting, smoking, ingesting.
Roll me sort of investigation check.
Everyone's favorite check.
On all of us, or
Well, I mean, like Nidaleonon and like Zira can't because
Okay.
like we're not physically there.
And we're
I
about
got
a day
13.
ahead of you all.
Except the retroactive to have neck and back pain.
I got a
Fair
13.
to say that once Bandy interrupted,
Oh, he got a
has been-
13.
14. It seems to
One
be
free.
the kind of
I thought it was a one free.
okay.
Yep.
It seems to be a kind of like the kind of narcotic that you would essentially snort.
I have to go now, guys. I have work in an hour, and
Oh.
I still have to eat. So I
Yeah.
have to...
Go ahead.
Alright.
Yeah, it is getting close to 5.
Yeah. We'll probably
I'll
just like
say
find it
we'll
and then
end
settle
it
down.
here, and we'll say that you guys just eventually come across the thief in the flask, and you are so tired. You just essentially go and get a room.
Okay.
Okay.
Good session.
Alright.
I can pay for the room if
I have...
you have the cost.
Anyone in the party can.
All right. We'll end it here.